Hello, this is Miss Laura from the Foothills Library, and today we will make a brain cell model. We'll learn a little bit about the main components of a brain cell or a neuron and how those parts work together. I promise this will be fun to make and easy to understand. The best part is we can turn this into an accessory, whether it's a necklace, a keychain, a bookmark, a crown, and we also do not need a lot of materials. We'll just need the following. We will need beads, pipe cleaners, sequins or gemstones, string, transparent and colored. You can also use yarn, scissors, and a type of adhesive. For this you could use school glue, a hot glue gun with an adult's supervision, or fabric glue. Once you have your materials together, we are ready to make our neuron model. Once you have your materials, we can already start. We need 2 long pipe cleaners and a few shorter pipe cleaners. For our long pipe cleaners, we will cut a pipe cleaner in half, and this will be our long pipe cleaners. And for our shorter pipe cleaners, we will cut one in half, and you'll have 2 shorter ones. Then those ones, you'll cut them in half as well. And you will repeat this until you have about 8 or 10 of them. And now we start with one of our long pipe cleaners and curl it like this. And this will give us our cell body or soma. The soma has organelles and a nucleus like most cells. And now that we have it rolled up, we will glue a sequin at the center to represent our nucleus. It's okay to replace it with a bead in case you didn't have a sequin or a gem. And the way that you can put the bead in there is that you will start with the nucleus and roll your pipe cleaner around the bead. And then that will give you your cell body with the nucleus. So once you have your cell body done, you will set it aside and we will move on to our other long pipe cleaner, and this will represent our axon. Received messages and signals pass along the axon to be sent to another neuron, and we will thread beads onto it to represent the myelin sheath, which helps to pass and protect electric impulses along the axon. When messages and signals pass along the axon, this is called the action potential. You want to make sure that you leave about 2 fingers space at the end of your pipe cleaners. You will need the spaces later. And once we're done threading our beads, we will attach this part to our cell body or soma, the pipe cleaner that is curled. We will pass the pipe cleaner through one of the gaps between here, fold, and slide a bead through it to secure it. Now remember our short pipe cleaners? We will grab some of our shorter pipe cleaners and they will represent the dendrites around our cell body or soma. I'll pass them through a gap, fold, and twist. The dendrites and the cell body pick up the messages from other neurons. Now that we're done with our dendrites around our cell body, we will attach some of our smaller pipe cleaners to the opposite end of our axon, or the opposite end of the pipe cleaner with the beads threaded onto it. And this will represent our axon terminals. And then the axon terminal passes the messages that the dendrites picked up and sent through the axon. They pass those messages to another neuron. And then we're done with our first model. Our first model has a cell body, dendrites, the axon, which is where the messages pass through, and the axon terminals, where the messages are passed along to another neuron. Now we'll make at least 1 or 2 models. Here I have mine. And with transparent string, we will connect from the dendrites of one cell to the axon terminals of another. And this transparent string will represent our synapse. The synapse is where neuron cells pass the information from one another. The neurons don't actually touch, so that's why we have the synapse. And in the synapse, you have the synaptic gap. Now I'll explain this, how it works, or 2 neurons connecting are representing. And it's a message being sent to this neuron is they receive the message through the dendrites, gets processed in the cell body, gets sent down the axon. Then the dendrites send out the message to the next neuron. The messages have to pass through this synaptic gap because the neurons don't quite touch each other. But because there's electric impulses happening from one place to another, let's say that the messages jump to the other cell from this point, and this is the cleft that they jump from, and get passed to this other cell to do the same thing, pick up the message from here, process it in the cell body, pass it along the axon, and get out through the axon terminals. I'm turning my brain cells into a necklace. To do this, I will tie a piece of string on the opposite ends of my brain models. Once you have your strings at the opposite ends of your brain cell models, you connect those strings with a knot. I'm doing a simple knot, but if you prefer another type of knot, you can do that. And now you have your necklace. I hope you have fun trying this at home or school. If this was interesting to you and want to learn more about neurons, the brain, or science in general, visit our website, umalibrary.org. Click on the Resources tab, and then click on Science Flicks to explore a wide range of science topics and find videos, articles, experiments, science, news and updates, and information about careers or jobs in the science field. You can also search our library catalog online, visit our library, or call us for reading suggestions. Goodbye, see you next time.